Welcome to Minister Ben Willis Blast Off Podcast. I'm your host, Minister Ben Willis. Before we get started, I'd like for you to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and leave comments. And I had some great comments, and I welcome the support that I get from the followers and listeners. So I thank you very, very much. And before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to my grandsons, Brendan and Ali. I want to give a shout out to them. I love you, grandsons, and thank you guys for making Granddaddy proud. Now, before we get started, here we go. I got two stalwarts. These guys are, wow, what can I say? It almost like they mirror my reflection, because, well, we have some stomp down, drag out debates, ideas, thoughts, and everything else. I want to welcome my son Ben Willis and Jamil Willis. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Doing good. Glad to be here.
All right, good to have you here. And we're just gonna get started. I'm gonna get started right now. I want to ask you guys a question. What is it about being a father to non-biological boys and girls? How can you impact that, or being that? What does that mean? I mean, here you have children or a child that is not yours, but you accept it as being the father, and you're not biological. What does it take to do that? Because you hear ladies say this is a package deal, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. But do you take love and compassion for children, or is it because you just want to be with the woman? What do you say about that? What do y'all think about that?
Well, Jamil, you want to go first, or?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
Well, I mean, it should just come natural. I feel like if you're in you know what you sign up for, right? And, it's apparently, if that child, we can't control what happens, but, you just do your part. So you just, be there as a role model, as a foundation, and you help shape the future. Because it depends what your intentions are with that person. Mm-hmm. If it's going to be long term and the goal is like marriage and things of that nature, then I mean it doesn't really take anything. It should just come naturally. If it's just you all having fun, you don't want to get involved with that portion, because that's all it's going to be. It's just fun. You don't want that to affect that child of in and out, which that parent of that child should be doing the same thing and making sure that there's not people just in and out, running out, in and out of that child's life. But I mean, it comes natural. It's not anything that's like, oh, it's hard to do. You just do it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. I guess I'll piggyback off of what Jay said.
No, not piggyback.
Okay.
Not piggyback. Camelback. Because I don't eat pork. Okay.
No pork. No pork on the fork. I got you. No pork on the fork around here.
Right.
And I'm with that as well. Yeah, we don't do cat, rat, and dog around here. Right. But what I was going to address is that, like Mr. J said, it does come from a place of love, as well as compassion, and also patience. Because as much as you have to understand, women will say it's a package deal, or this is how many children you had and with someone else, and I chose to step into this role. Coming from a personal standpoint, I also have my own child, And the way how I care for my son is the same way I would care for someone else's child. So the same deal. I'm giving him, I'm going to give to your children as well. So I'm not really one of those to show favoritism. If my son was wrong, you was wrong, son. You know, you shouldn't have did this to this person and vice versa. Like, you know, you shouldn't have did this to him. So I really don't play favorites when it comes to that. Everybody gets the same treatment. Currently right now, I'm involved in that. So, and as well as having, I guess, being a surrogate grandparent. And right now, I'm the only grandfather that these children know. Actually, it's two of them, a boy and a girl.
Right.
And they have, of course, biological grandparents, grandfathers that are alive. They're just not around. So I'm pretty much all they know right now. My son doesn't have any, knock on wood that he doesn't, but my son doesn't have any. So right now I'm playing the role of stepdad as well as step grandfather. And from my understanding, the step has been taken out of the title when they refer to me.
Yes.
So they said that's pops, that's dad. You know, I'm not, you know, they don't, or they'll call me by my first name, but they'll refer to me as other people, tell them, oh, that's my bonus dad, you know, something like that. So to deal with that, it does, it equates a lot of pressure sometimes because, you know, you have to take into account this isn't your life. I'm not like this isn't your bloodline. So some things that they do, you may not understand because they're not of you. So that's where the patience comes into play because you can't rule with, well, when I was young, or we don't do this, or we didn't do that. But then you got to look, this is completely different DNA. So this isn't me. You know, so this isn't my stock of what I come from. But with loving that woman and loving the children and setting up a foundation, you know, it's kind of, I'm not going to say it's the norm because people are still starting families, you know, mother and father, you know, their children. Sure. And they're still doing that. But we do see a nice little increase of already made families. And I applaud both of them, honestly, as long as, like Mr. J said, you know, you're serious. You're not playing. Right. So if you're going to be involved with a woman or a man and they come with children, you have to just understand that, you know, at the end of the day, it's serious business because if they're little children, now you have an impact on their life of what they can be later. Sure. If they're adult children or teenage children, that can be somewhat of a battle because, you know, they're not accustomed to you yet. And, you know, if it's the mother and you're a new guy coming into the mother's world, if they have sons, you know, they're going to want to test and see, you know, if you're good enough for my mother. And if it's daughters, they're going to eyeball and watch and see how you treat their mother. And even if it's on the flip side, if it's the man who has children and his daughter, you know, daddy's little girl, she ain't gonna let too many females get close to her father. Boys sometimes don't really care too much, but they will watch to see what you do so they know what to do when they have a date or when they go out, you know, with their girlfriend or females, whatever. So you always have eyes on you. Now, if, like he said, if it's just for fun, we just kicking it, then look, I don't want to meet your children. I don't want to meet the parents. I don't want to talk to your sisters and brothers. I don't want to pet your dog. I'm not going to no Chuck E. Cheese parties. I'm not doing nothing. I'm coming over here around 11, 12 o'clock at night, and then we done, you know, and that's it. So if you're going to be under that, if you have those intentions, you know, don't false flag and try to be around the children. It's like, oh, I'm getting brownie points. No, because now you've messed with that child's psyche. Right. And to me, I take that very seriously. So, you know, I do feel that when you get with a woman, whoever has children, yes, it is a package deal. And it's a lot to unfold. So, you know, from personal experience, I'll say.
It takes a lot of maturity to understand that and to recognize that. You know, because I spoke to a young lady yesterday, and she said she had met a guy, and she was, you know, she was very interested in him. She thought they could have a future. Then she found that he had a child, and she said all bets is off because she don't want children. And she don't want to raise nobody else's children. And I'm like, wow. I said, but you had the interest in him and everything else, and you wanted to have a future. But because he had one child, you didn't want to have anything to do with that. And I guess people have they got their right to have their own opinions and things of that nature. And you guys know guys the same way. So in order to be able to do something like that, it takes a lot of maturity. It takes a lot of a lot of care, and just a lot of compassion. So I applaud y'all for doing that. You make me proud for, you know, specifying that type of thing. Let me ask you another question here. One of my sons is married. That's you, Mr. Jamil. And Ben, you're not married yet. When is that getting ready to happen?
It's on the way.
Talk to me. When is it happening? On the way, how far is along the way?
So this is something I'm being asked a lot, and I have to remain. I ain't asked about that.
I said, tell me right now, what is it?
I get where you're coming from.
Okay, come on with it then. Why are you stumbling? You stumbling.
It's a surprise. It is a surprise. If I say we're going to do this, she's expecting it. I got it all set up already. Y'all not going to blow me up.
No, wait a minute. Tell me this. Wait, hold on. Hold on, listen.
It's a surprise.
Wait a minute. This is between me, you, and the rest of the people that's watching. Tell us the secret.
Exactly.
Tell us the secret.
Right. That last part. Everybody watching. You all will be fully informed when it happens. I'll just say this. It's coming soon. That's what I'll say.
Okay. Well, let me. Okay.
Theater near you.
Better yet, I'll give you something even better than that. It's coming this year.
It's coming this year. Okay. Let me see. Now she said she wanted to have a wedding on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's romantic.
I think that was Martin and Gina that made I want to do that. I think that was Martin and Gina,
But whatever. It was very romantic to have a wedding on the beach. I propose Rainbow Beach here in Chicago. Now, for those people who are not from Chicago, Rainbow Beach, the ambiance and everything that you got to have. First off, her wedding dress will be custom made with a bulletproof vest in it. The bridesmaids will wear bulletproof vests and your groomsmen will be strapped. Now, you know, the wind will blow and everything like that, and you'll see J's and Vintner potato chip bags fly through. Some old English cans will come through, but that just adds to the drama because we gotta have drama. Now, let me say that I know I hear Jamil laughing, and he shouldn't laugh because this is your wedding, and you're gonna have that ambiance. Sounds funny, but let me bring a little bit more clarity to why I'm saying that. Because Jamil's graduation from Marshall High School, you know, I'm gonna give a little insight. We're there at your graduation, and all the graduates looking nice in their caps and gowns, maroon and gold, and the principals and all the other teachers are up there in their cap and gowns, and the procession is going on just fine. And then all of a sudden we hear a mother say, "What you talking about? You ain't on nothing. I'm gonna whoop your beep, beep, beep. I'm gonna do this." And the other woman said, "Well, come on over here and I'm gonna light you up." I said, and somebody say, "They got a gun." And we're ducking and everything. And my mother's sitting right there. She says, "What's going on?" I said, "Mom, can you run?" She said, "What I running for?" They getting ready to cap. They strapped. That was going on. Am I lying, Jamil, or what?
You are putting on a couple of the theatrics.
It ain't theatrics. They say they got a gun. It ain't no theatrics. It's like, get up out of there.
Nobody said they had a gun.
Yes, they did. There was over to our left. He said, "You come back, I'm going to send you right back over. I'm going to blow you back over there."
So nobody said they had a gun.
You was up on stage smiling.
It was a tussle. I was actually on my way. It was actually a tussle. No one had a gun though. No one had a gun. Okay. It was a tussle.
We sitting there looking.
There definitely was a tussle. I wasn't on stage completely. I was on my way. I was like probably
you had your back
from
to the
stage.
action. You had your back to the action.
But I was in that area where that happened.
It was two mothers. It was getting ready to get on when she said, "I'll blow you right back over there." Wait a minute. I gotta say this. Let me say this here. This is Minister Ben Willis Blast Off Podcast Show. Uncut, unapologetic, straight with no chaser. That's how I got it. Now he's gonna try to soft sell this thing, and I'm telling the public and those people from Chicago, it's Marshall High School. There's not high academics. They scrapping. Parents are scrapping. Now, back to you with your PG story. Go ahead.
So it wasn't nobody with a gun. Those are theatrics. It wasn't anybody with a gun. It was actually family members that were getting into a scuffle. It wasn't somebody had a gun or anything like that. Those were family members who got into a scuffle for their own personal reasons.
You had your back to it.
Right.
So it was a family feud at the graduation.
Right. It was a family feud at the graduation.
All I need to know is did grandma have her running shoes instead of her church shoes?
No, she had the church shoes on. She was trying to.
See, y'all had my grandma out there bogus, man. She's supposed to have her Reeboks or something out there.
She
Come
didn't
on
have
now.
them.
Y'all know better than that.
She just started praying to Jesus. Said, Jesus, what's going on right here? I said, Mom, duck and let's run. That's all. She looking around trying to see what's up.
Smart specials on.
Oh man, and so this is what I'm talking about. The drama, but the excitement that you guys bring. Hey, let's veer off to something else. Let's get on with this music. We got old school music and new school music, drill music, and all this kind of other stuff. What kind of music do y'all prefer? If you listen, what is your number one go-to right now, music-wise?
So me, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry, bro. Mine is my era. I was born in 1981, so everything from 81 to about 2010. That's what I'm listening to.
Okay, name something.
I can give you the artists. I mean, of course, I'm going to support home first. So, of course, it's going to be Common, Lupe, Twista, Do or Die, Psychodrama. Of course, I'm going to listen to every Crucial Crimes. I still listen to all that from my era being in high school. And plus some of the new things they put out. Of course, I'm going to throw some Wu-Tang in there.
Right.
I battle with my Snoop sometimes. Anything that I listen to. I can give you all the majors. I can give you some underground. I can go on for days. But anybody that I would say now, if you're not saying something, I can't really rock with it. Like it's a few, like Joey. I mean, can I say ass on here, or I just said it?
Say it.
Joey Badass. I like him.
But you can't. But wait a minute. Let me. Now I got to pump the brakes on that. You can say this on the show, but when you in my vicinity, you cannot use curse words.
Oh yeah. I got you. I was just talking because that's his name. His name is Joey Badass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm Joey Bad A. I mean,
no. Tell him what it is. Joey Badass. That's what you said. Just say it.
Yeah, that's his name. I listen to him. Of course, K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar. I mean, I listen to anybody that has something to say. If you're out now, past that, from the '80s. To like 2010, if you got something and you can put your words to a rhythm and it makes sense, then I can rock with you. If you could tell me a story, I could rock. If I can learn something, I could rock with it. If it's just silly, just pop and pill music, and I just want to, that's not what I grew up listening to. So not saying I don't respect it, it's just not my taste. So that's just something I would choose. I'm like, I know what music is for who. Like this music now for the people that listen to it, that's who it's for. It's not for me. I don't want true story. Just to bring it to a full fruition, bring it all the way around. I went recently to a club, and I haven't been to a club since 2014.
Okay. And
I went to a club just to get out, just me and my lady and some of our friends. We went to a club.
What's your lady's name?
Name's Yolanda.
Yolanda, y'all getting ready to get married this year, like in the next couple of months or something like that. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is coming soon.
Go ahead.
He's trying to get you to say.
Go ahead.
I know. I mean, come on, man. Ain't no bait in the world that I can get hooked to. But anyway, like I was saying, the ambiance, the atmosphere, being in that and not knowing none of the songs, that's like, okay, boom, that's it right there. I already knew because when I watch award shows, I don't even watch award shows anymore because I don't know who the new artist is. I don't know who got best male, female, whatever. I don't know. So I don't even watch awards. I don't even know if they still come on, to be honest. I just know Chris Rock got slapped. And I didn't even know what award show that was. Everybody started talking about it. Well, yeah, he got the overhand right slap by, Will Smith. So,
Will Smith.
That's all the award show that I even thought to watch at that time just for that. But still, I'm saying that when I was in that club and I'm listening to the music, I don't know it. Everybody looks the same. Jeans, locks, T-shirts, Jordans. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't my crowd. And we looking around like we literally are fish out of water. So we sitting down. Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody get to the club to stand up and move, and I'm just trying to get my lady a drink. Mm-hmm. I literally was tired by the time I got from the bar back to the table. Excuse me, pardon me. Watch out, man. Excuse me, man. Watch out. Pardon me, my dog. Excuse me. Let me get through it. All right, my bad. Saying that so much and walking through a bunch of people, I'm like, I don't like this no more. Mm-hmm. So that shows a transition of the music and the atmosphere and age. So at my age, I want to sit in my crib and listen to the music that I used to listen to back in the day, and that's it for me. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up so much time with that story, but that's just fact.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was my portion though. So I'm listening to anything from the 80s to 2010.
Okay.
So me personally, I don't have a specific genre of music or era. I take that back. I prefer music. I prefer modern music. So music that's out now. So like your Lil Durks, your G Herbos, like that's the music I prefer. Mm-hmm. But if we're talking about my catalog go all the way back to KRS-One. I mean, I just like good music. Mm-hmm. So if it's good, if it sounds good, you don't always have to be saying, well, I wouldn't say you wouldn't be saying nothing, but you got to be saying something, right? Now, what I mean by saying something is different than what Trey means by saying something. Mm-hmm. Because what I mean by saying something is like, you got to be speaking like, okay, like a lot of people don't like the fact that now music is made to turn they talking about shooting somebody or killing somebody or popping pills or whatever the case may be. But that's what they live. You know what I'm saying? And this is reality now for those areas. So, I mean, isn't that the same as Tupac saying "hit 'em up"? You know what I'm saying? That's the same. I mean, that's what he was living at that moment. You know, he got shot by. He got shot by. He don't know who shot him. You know, he thought Biggie people shot him, so he made the diss track "Hit 'em up." That's what he was living in that moment.
Well, he wasn't really
come out from the music.
He wasn't really living it. He was just a victim of it. They shot him. You can't be tough getting shot.
Listen, this is why. Yes, you can. The best people can get caught lacking. That is a universal word that fits everybody, because anybody can get caught lacking at any time.
Any given time.
There's no such thing as I'm always ready. Because if somebody knows that they're going to shoot you and they walk up to you with the gun and shoot you, you can't be ready for that. Your reaction time can't even be ready. By the time they pull out the gun, they ain't got to say, "Hey man, I'm finna shoot you." They just walk up to you, bow.
So the music influenced that then? The music influenced the way a person acts and the way a person feels. The music influenced that?
No. I feel
go ahead, bro.
I don't feel music influence it. I'll say music will give it a boost of how you're already feeling. So like if you feeling down, you know, if you feeling down and you listening to, I don't know,
some blues or something,
R&B or something.
No, he said R&B.
Right.
You know, some blues like "Your Baby Done Left Me," "Ain't No More Black Eyed Peas."
A little more.
Yeah.
But like, if you feeling like, man, I just got jumped, and I'm finna go get my lick back, and you listening to, that's already how you feeling. So you're not finna listen to no smooth jazz, no R&B, no, you know what I'm saying, no Boosie Collins. You gonna listen to what matches your mood, what matches your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, so what if you feeling real good then? What if you feeling real good? So you put some feel good music on because you say it gives you a boost. So now you happy and you feeling good, and you put on some music that have you on cloud 9, and you just take Mia and throw her up in the air and catch her. Does that happen?
So
because they give it a boost.
Yeah. A lovely day. There you go.
See,
I mean,
soundtrack.
Me personally, my feel good music. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna set the scene for you. You know,
set the scene. Set the scene.
I'll be driving down. You know, sunny day. It ain't sunny today in Chicago. That's why I didn't take the day off.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like a sunny day, riding down Lakeshore Drive.
Man, ain't nothing
that
like
scenery right there. I'm throwing on my go-to Ashton Martin music by Rick Ross.
Okay. There you go. All right, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That mine is Common, reminded me of self. Common reminded me of self when I'm on Lakeshore Drive. Love it.
Yeah, you know, that's good music. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I might switch the tone up and play something more modern. You know what I'm saying? Even more modern, because there is good music. Like a lot of people listen to only a couple of songs from a person, and they're like, oh man, this is trash. Yeah, those songs might be trash, but they got a whole catalog, you know? Like I always tell people, I can't judge your music unless I at least listen to 2 whole albums of yours. If I do that, then I can give you a good judgment. I can't give you a good judgment off of 2 songs. Okay. I listen to 2 albums of yours.
All right.
And a mixtape, if you got it. Back then they ain't have mixtapes, so you know, back way back then. I don't know if they had mixtapes or not, but
they did. They did, bro.
Okay, so I would listen to like 2 albums and a mixtape, and pick from there. You know.
Okay, let me ask both of y'all a question. What would you want your legacy to be?
Easy. What I would like my legacy to be when I leave here, without a shadow of a doubt, this is what this dude did. He did everything in his power to put people on any information or knowledge he had. He tried to share it so individuals could be the best version of themselves that they can be. He left behind, you know, a nice chunk of change and something that can try, if people use it correctly, generational wealth. That's what the legacy is going to be. It's in the works now. So, I mean, that's mine. Simple.
What about you?
So, me, I would want my legacy to be like, I want to leave my mark. I want to leave my mark on this, on the world in general.
Okay.
You know, and the Jamil Foundation is coming soon. But I want to get more to financial literacy. Okay. You know, and actually understanding that, because I feel like a lot of our people in our community don't have that, you know, and we're not taught that in school. Like, I can't speak for everybody else, but I didn't learn financial literacy, like legit have an understanding of it, and to be able to give you all the information and give you everything now until like not even a full 4 years ago, maybe like 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like that speaks a lot when it's something that we should be teaching in school. But, you know, as people, we have to understand that the schools, they're made to teach curriculum. They're not made to teach our children how to survive or how to live. You know what I'm saying? And the important stuff. Bro, that's our job. So
right. I would say keep it a bean.
Go ahead.
And I was gonna say keep it a bean, bro, because we know school ain't nothing but underpaid babysitters. The stuff that these teachers and this curriculum is putting out is trash. It's almost as if they want you to fail. With the whole dynamic of school is literally like the schoolyard to the, it's like you're going from schoolyard to the yard in the pen. The similarities is crazy how school is set up. Any child, I don't care, in any, how can I say this? Not gonna be politically correct. Any child that's growing up in any type of inner city or underprivileged schooling system, yes, it is up to the parents to drive that. It's also up to individuals in the community to put some knowledge into these children, because you got a lot of people that just drop their children off and do the work, whatever work they tell you to do, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't bother me. I don't understand this core math crap y'all trying to bring to me. Leave that there. I don't know nothing about it. Nah, it's two, as a child growing up, they need two school systems. The one that you have to do by law and the one at home. Just a lot of things that I could actually bring another memory that I'm going to bring up when I was a sophomore in high school. Mm-hmm. All right. My high school, it was all right, but
what was the name of your high school?
Thornridge High School.
Why you say it low like that? Thornridge High School.
Thornridge.
All right.
Thornridge High School, the Falcons. Hey, right. Woo, whatever. Yay. Okay. All right. But like I was saying, it was things that I was learning, and I would say, Dad, you told me this, and I had no idea about, and I had to go try to research it in the library after that. You put me on about the Willie Lynch letter.
Yes.
And I actually brought that to my history teacher. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, we talking a lot about history. Why isn't this set up? Why don't we talk about this? This is kind of like the blueprint of why we and I'm 15. I'm like this, and I'm talking this to a teacher. I'm like, this is the blueprint and the foundation that was given to keep us how we are. Us, me being the people that look like me, black folks. He's like, oh, well, that's something that's not, that I really can't. I said, do you even know about it? I said, look at the date on this joint. I'm like, this is the 1700s, man. I'm like, this is a manuscript. This was something that was left behind. This is what we should be learning. So I say that to say this, teach your children more at home.
Sure.
Okay, yes, you have your, hey, Harriet Tubman, this, we got Martin Luther King. Y'all love Martin Luther King. I have a dream speech until he come with that other interview about how, you can tell somebody pull themselves up by their bootstraps, but if they ain't got no boots in the first place, they don't like putting that speech out there. I have a dream speech.
Or he said that I really think I led my people into a burning building.
That part.
Yeah.
They don't want to bring that up. So, and it's a lot of things that's taken out. If you look in history, period, here in this country alone, we ain't even going to go to Africa, the continent. We're going to talk about right here in the United States. You understand? Like everything you see in your house, damn near, is black. Like we made it. We don't get that. Let's say, Benjamin Banneker, he did that. And also we have Harriet Tubman. Man, get that out of here. You trying to bring slaves to me, man. What about the engineers? What about the people that create? What about the food that we're eating that they create?
Imhotep, Nefertiti, Shaka Zulu, Hannibal. Those, George.
Right.
Yeah. Those people.
I like Marcus Garvey. Why we ain't learning about that? But that's what you have to teach your children at home. And it's almost, now I ain't gonna say it's sad. It's what it is. Like, look, this is what you're gonna have to deal with when you walk through them doors, but you gotta know the real. I'm not gonna have you in there blind, deaf, and dumb. This is what you gotta learn. This is what you gotta know here. And whenever your friends say, if you just so happen to be around some children of another color, I don't know, maybe white, maybe parents or people, you may hear something down the line that may say, oh, well, you had to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, so all you have to do is work hard. And then you say, okay, well, tell me about Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tell me about Black Wall Street. Tell me about what happened in Little Rock. Tell me what happened in Charles. You got its city. Tell me what happened in Florida when they destroyed a town and ran an interstate through it.
Or Red Summer here in Chicago.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, tell me. It's like when you're trying to see, you got to have your children prepared for that fight or that battle, because it's going to come. And then once they know how to deal with that,
that builds pride in yourself. You're like, no, I know better. Don't tell me I need to work harder, pull myself up by my bootstraps, because we actually did that several times over, and you came in and you bombed us. And then you robbed us and took our jewelry, you took our homes, you took everything that we built up in our own community. Because the black dollar was, I think it was being, it was circulating, I think like 4 to 5 times within the same community, because it was self-made, and then you came through and destroyed it. So I say that to say this. There are 2 school systems, the school system at home and the legal ones we got to put them through. But you got to fine tune that. It's like, yeah, listen to it, pass a little test if they want to give you or whatever, but also the real behind everything. And the deeper you go in history, the darker the skin gets. So I need you to know, that's what you want your daughters and your sons to know. That does build a sense of pride. That does build a sense of, okay, I know myself. And when you know yourself, there's nothing nobody can tell you about you or your kinfolk or your family, because you know the greatness you came from. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all preachy, but I'm just saying I'm passionate about that.
Well, I understand.
I agree.
Go ahead.
I agree. And just to add on as well, every Black person, I feel, should also apply for their firearm license.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go a little left, or I'm gonna veer a little bit, because we have this thing which I'm not a big religious person. Okay, not too big on religion, but we have this thing where we allow the religion in our communities to give us a false sense of security.
What do you mean by that?
Well, all right, I can't speak for everybody, but I'm gonna say this. I have a family member, and when I first got my my gun license and everything, it was, oh no, don't come in my house with that gun. Don't come here with that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't be around me with that gun. And they thought someone broke into their house. And the first person they called was me.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. No. Let me slow you down on this. Myself, I don't carry a gun. Now, I don't know if I'm opening myself up for somebody who might want to attack.
I would say, don't. Right. I said, don't say that on me.
Well, I'm gonna say this. They might want to do something to me or whatever. I can say this to you. Don't let those bow ties get angry, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, now, a lot of people are kind of, guns is not something you want. I understand the necessity and to, conceal and carry and things of that nature. And that is going over to the other side almost. I just really don't think that a gun should be, I believe in protection and everything else. But I can understand why people don't want them around them, because there has been a lot of accidents that happen to people and children just because of, and more women than not, and of a certain age, group also. So I can't knock nobody that feels that way, and well,
I'm gonna tell you this.
I just wanted to add
different
Go ahead.
Now, people are behind cars as well, right? Cars can kill you. Cars can definitely kill you. Cars can kill you and who's ever in the car with you and whoever you hit. It's about being responsible
and learning what you're dealing with. See, you can have calamity with anything, but if you are well versed in it and also you've been trained, see, that's the part. That's where the fear come in. In my opinion, no, I'm saying opinion, just the fact. The fear come in from firearms because they don't know how to use them. And that's with anything. If you don't know how to do something, you're going to fear it. If you don't understand something, you're going to be afraid of it because you don't know it. Once you learn how to take that gun apart, put it back together, how to aim, how to fine tune it to get your crosshairs correct, And I'm not a gun complete nut, but I do believe in having your firearms. Everyone in the household, children as well, should learn how to do that. Yes, your son and daughter, once you feel they're of age and mature enough to handle that firearm, yes, show them how to use it. Tell them everything about it, not just glamorize. Yeah, Rambo. Nah, it ain't like on Call of Duty. This ain't no game. This is real.
All right, I understand. I understand that we got the right to bear arms. Now let's play this game here. It's gonna be a one-word answer. I'm gonna say a couple of things, and I want a one-word answer from you, Ben. I'm gonna say, let me see, what name? Yolanda. One-word answer.
Love.
Okay, Jamil. One-word answer. Mia.
Love.
Wait a minute now. Both of y'all saying the same thing about the women in y'all life. Is being in love?
That's what I've seen.
Is being in love? Is that soft?
Say what?
Is that soft for a man to be in love? Is that soft? Does that make him weak? Does that make him vulnerable?
No,
I guess I don't understand the question.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Do you cry when you see Yolanda? Do you know you say, I love you so much? I just love everything you do. Is that soft?
That is, but not having love for your woman. I don't.
But
cry
that's
when
having
I
love.
see it. No, but no, love is looking at the person, whether you're related to
Can't
them
they
or
make
not,
you cry?
and just be.
Don't you
if
be
something
happy?
bad happens.
No, don't you be happy when you see her to where a tear can
Yes.
come? Emotions. Don't you shed a tear when you see Yolanda?
I don't think I shed a tear when I see her, but am I overjoyed when I see her? Yes.
Yeah.
That's where the love comes from. Because when I look at her, I see love. I see what love is. I see what love can be.
Okay.
I see what love could have been. When I look at her, she embodies. The thing that I tell her was she be acting weird with it, but I say to me, dear, you are a goddess amongst insects.
Wait a minute, stop. Pause. A goddess among insects.
Yeah.
You got bars? What you doing? A goddess among insects. I really want to know what that means, though, really, to tell you the truth. And everybody else want to know what that means, too.
Okay. What I'm doing is telling you that, okay, you know, when you look at, she's a female, it would be goddess, it wouldn't be God. But when you look at God, that is supposed to be the highest level of life known to man. Nothing tops God, nothing. Okay, well, you're a female, so you're a goddess. So nothing tops you, and you're amongst mere insects. If God is looking down at an ant, you know how small that ant is to God? So the people that are around you, in my eyes, nobody is better than you because you are a goddess amongst mere insects. There's who's ever that woman with the BBL that got the fake lashes and the fake lips and the fake hips and the fake dips and everything else that's all around her. To me, she's a mere insect to you.
Okay,
you're
I get
a goddess.
Okay, I get that.
So to me, that's what, when I tell her that, I'm like, no, you're higher. I'm like, baby, the stars look up at you.
The stars look up at you. Okay, Ms. Jamil, tell me, what are your adjectives for Mia?
Man, it's hard, man, because words really don't describe her.
Words don't describe her. Come on with it.
She's in her own category. Like she's like they haven't come up with enough words for her yet.
Oh, really?
To describe her. Like
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly.
She's that woman. You know,
Wow.
And she's proven that, not saying that she had to, but she's proven that time and time again.
Okay.
So, like, it's kind of hard to explain it.
Okay.
Like, even with like me standing up there and saying my vows, like, it was hard to find the words. But like, man, I would say, like, perfect even in her imperfections. Like, she's just she does it so gracefully. Like that's like almost.
And it's almost as if her imperfections make her perfect.
Yeah, man. Like I never had something so real, so like it's like when I go to sleep, I'm happy that I'm with her.
Okay.
When I wake up,
I like that.
Like I'm happy that I wasn't dreaming. Like, all right, cool. I ain't dreaming. Like I'm actually with this person.
Oh, that's
that's
good. That's very,
one of the
good
things
to hear.
like we have for each other. Like it.
Yeah.
We be like we'll just be sitting and watching TV.
Okay.
You know, and we just be like, man, like,
okay,
I'm glad that I met you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we glad, like, it's genuine. Like,
I got you.
If we didn't align, if our lives didn't align, and what's the crazy part that what gets us the most is based off of like what she tells me and like what I tell her. Like, man, we kind of almost been around each other our whole life.
I understand where you're coming from.
Even to the fact of like, no, I'm talking about like actually been in the same area.
I got it.
But just
I got it.
never.
I've got to cut you off. I got to cut you off because you're going through a whole soliloquy of Mia, and it is very, very good. I like what y'all saying. Y'all really in love, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And one more, grandmothers. One word answer.
Unconditional.
Unconditional. Unconditional.
I'd have to say phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm a grandma's boy too. I think about them every day. Okay. This comes down to the time of the show. We're gonna get, kind of slow this thing up and get up out here. But I got another question. What is this thing about iPhones and Androids? What is this big deal about iPhones and Androids?
Don't talk to me in green.
What?
Do not text me in green. That's all. Don't text me in green.
I don't know, man. It depends. To me, it's more. It depends on more of what's your intention with that phone.
What do you mean by intentions?
So, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people don't know this, but you can do a lot more on an Android than you can an iPhone. Like, as far as like jailbreaking and actually getting into the actual make and everything of the phone.
What do you mean by jailbreaking? What do you mean by jailbreak?
iPhone too.
But I tell you what, you can't. No, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. But you can't jailbreak a flip phone. You can't jailbreak a flip phone.
No, you just break them.
No, you don't break them. And y'all get on me about my flip phone, and it still works.
It's a mechanical clam. Close that clam up, man.
No, wait a minute.
That's really what it is.
Let me say one thing. My phone fell in Lake Michigan, and it was still ringing. And I pulled it out of Lake Michigan and answered the call.
I told you it was a clam.
And answered the call. If y'all phones fall in Lake Michigan, you getting ready to mess up some rice. You're getting ready to put it in a box of rice and all that kind of stuff. I don't have to do that.
My phone is waterproof, and it's waterproof. I can be underwater I could film an underwater movie if I want to.
I ain't going to want to do that. Well, let me say this, son.
I can.
Let me say this, son. It was a joy for me to have you two on, man. I thought about, people say a lot of different things about fathers and sons and their relationships and things of that nature. And, this dispels that. Of course, I'm proud to be y'all father. And I was thinking about my dad today and how proud he would be, to witness this. And so I really enjoyed having you guys on, man. I'm very proud of you guys and the direction that you guys' lives are going. It is just great. I thank y'all so much for being on the show, and tell Yolanda and Mia, to watch the show, because I know y'all are going to say that, because y'all talk very glowingly about them, and like you should, because they're very beautiful women, and inside and out. And I want to thank y'all for being on the show, and take care. And to everybody out there watching and supporting me, thank you, and see you soon. Take care, fellas.
All right, man. See you. Have a good one.